Hi everybody, it is Asian American Pacific Heritage Month, and for today's Take 5, we are talking about some Asian American books. So the first book we have is Keep It Together, Keiko Carter. This is by Debbie Miko Florence. This is a tween book, it's a middle grade story. Keiko is in 7th grade and she has two best friends and they're not exactly getting along. One of them wants to have boyfriends for this fall dance. Not everybody in the friend group really wants boyfriends. They also want to join some clubs because it's a new school, but they can't decide on the club. And they're sort of drifting apart, but maybe not. There's a little romance, a lot of fun, and then one of the friends has another book that's coming out next. So also really good. Awesome books. This one is A Spy in the House by Y.S. Lee. This takes place in England. It's about a girl named Mary who was a thief as a child, and this school kind of came and took her in after she was caught thieving, and they've educated her, she's graduated, and they call, the ladies who run the school call her in and they say, so we're not just exactly a school, we also run this spy agency and we've sort of been training you for years, and would you like to join our spy agency? She does. She becomes a lady's maid. She's placed as a lady's maid in the house where they need to look at the shipping manifest from the father. So she has a little sneaking to do. There's also a little romance. This is a 4-book series. All the books are out. All of them really great. Rented Boyfriend is super great. It's exactly what it sounds like. Chloe's parents are really traditional. They are also wanting her to become engaged to this guy who she hates from her hometown, and she's just like, oh no. But his parents are pressuring the match, and they're giving her family all of these gifts, and she's finding it harder and harder to come up with ways to say, I don't want to marry this person, why can't you just let me be happy? So she decides to rent a boyfriend for the Thanksgiving weekend, and it goes really well, and then maybe she falls for said fake boyfriend. So good fake dating story. This one is another dating story, 29 Dates. This is by Melissa De La Cruz. And this one is Jisoo. She's from South Korea. Her parents are not happy with her schools, and they also want her to have go to this matchmaker, and that's where the 29 Dates comes in. So she's going to be set up with all of these people, but because they don't really like her school, they are going to, and her schoolwork and her study habits, they are shipping her off to America, to this big private school, and she's supposed to then go from there to American college, and there's so much pressure on her, both in school and in dates, and she's just like, ugh. But 29 Dates, some go well, some go ridiculously terrible, and it's really fun. And then we've got When Dimple Met Rishi, which is one of my favorites. This is part of the first book in the Dimple verse. There's 4 of those. So Dimple is being set up, unbeknownst to her, with Rishi. Rishi's parents tell him she's at this camp, like a technology camp. She's just finished college, just finished high school, and she's hoping to break into the STEM world. When a guy comes up to her, gives her this terrible line. I can't find the line. It's really funny. She's like, what? And she dumps his coffee in his face, as you can see there. He's just like, whoa, because he thought she knew. She of course, had no idea. And so that's the story of them kind of finding things out, becoming friends, maybe something more. So a lot of romance, a lot of fun, a lot of fake dating, and all really great books for this important Heritage Month. See you next time.